Another message in my little series on social movements. Typically, it's college age kids, young people, we might call them, who really get the fire under their butts. And they want to make their mark on the world. They have just gone away from home for the first time in a lot of cases to a new place. They're on their own. They're feeling themselves. They think, oh yeah, I'm an adult now and I don't like the world. Especially when a bunch of them get together in class and one of them says something that doesn't sit right. It just catches as a wildfire catches. And everyone starts pounding the same drum and thinking, we're strong, we can do whatever we want now. We can make a change. That's good. I mean, it's good that anyone is motivated to try to make the world a better place. Trouble is often that at that age, students, people, just don't know history enough. They haven't been around. I mean, they're young. They don't know any better. They don't know really what has happened in the past. And they don't understand with any sense of fullness what's happening at that moment. They have a surface reaction. Not to say that every effort to change the world is bad or misplaced. But here's the point. Here's the problem with that situation. It takes a lot of dedication, persistence to change anything significant. Systems are what they are because important, wealthy people wanted them that way. And usually a long time ago. And they've stood the test of time. And it's hard to change them. If it was easy, it would have been done already. Persistence and dedication are not typical qualities in young people. In the social political movement I was a part of some years ago, I was the state leader. So it was my job, part of my job was to train newcomers to the movement in my state, teach them exactly what we're doing and what we're not doing, and teach them the way we're going about it here. Every day there'd be new sign-ups. I mean, there was thousands in a year. There would be thousands of people sign up for this thing. And every week I would host a training call for all the new sign-ups to be on and hear the training. It was about 45 minutes each call. I would guess 1 out of 10 people who signed up, which requires nothing more than clicking a few links on a website and then a spreadsheet. That's how you sign up. Easy. So easy, in fact, that 9 out of 10 people who did it may have just done it by accident because they never showed up for the training, and I never heard from them even once. They just signed up, patted themselves on the back maybe, and said, I did something today. I contributed to change. Well, no, you didn't. I would go further to say that 1 out of 10 people who actually went through the training stuck around for any amount of time. So now we're down to 1 out of 100 people who signed up actually sticking around, having gone through the training. And then maybe I would say that 1 out of 10 of those people actually made calls to the politicians we directed them to call, which was the real work that our volunteers needed to do. So 1 in 1,000 now that are actually contributing to change. Most of the people who signed up for this thing were young. Not all, obviously. But this I believe, is a typical showing of people who want to get involved in social and political movements. They want to feel like they've contributed something to change, but they almost never really have. We've seen this current movement get off to a hot start. Seems like everyone's jumping on board, and that's good. But we haven't heard anything from the president. We haven't heard anything from NFL team owners, for whatever that's worth. They're all very rich. They're influential figures in entertainment. I wonder if the president is waiting you out. If I were him, if I were of the mind that we all believe President Trump to be of, that's probably what I would do. I would wait you out, because having seen social movements come and go, it seems likely enough that you're all going to give up soon. And not consciously. You're not going to say, this isn't working, I'm going to quit. You'll just flame out. That's what always happens. I'm making this message to plead with you to not let that happen. Keep this thing strong. We've never had a chance like this in my life. I mean, people have not come to this kind of fever pitch with this kind of critical mass. This is a first in my life. And I was thinking yesterday that I wonder if this will even lead to a broader sweeping social change and perhaps legal change than what happened in the 1960s. Now that's asking a whole hell of a lot, I know. I just wonder that because this movement is touching damn near everything right now. And I don't know what people's lives were like as far as the conversations they had with their friends, or what was on the news every day. Were they covering the Freedom Riders and Rosa Parks and sit-ins every day? Were new employers coming out and supporting the cause? I don't think so. This seems like it has a potential to be even bigger than what happened in the 60s. Wider. So don't let up. I mean, this could go on for a year. The bus boycott in Montgomery went on for a year before the bus companies felt forced enough to change. You got to be ready for something like that. If you're get involved in a social movement with the intent of succeeding, you better be ready for a long ride. If you're young, which seems very likely if you're on the forefront. I mean, everyone, not literally everyone, but everyone is involved in this thing. It's obviously not literally everyone, because then there'd be no one to fight against, but it's a very popular movement, and that's good. But young people, don't give up.